these random dogs and bunny rabbits. I'm just asking that we put a little more thought into the things we say, a little more love into the things that we do. And if something isn't working for you, or something doesn't serve you, or you sense that something is not right, leave it alone. You'll be amazed at how many situations, people, things I've walked away from, no explanation given. There wasn't a reason for one. I'm just going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave the situation alone. I'm done. I'm out. I've done it several times in my life, because if it's something that I feel is going to bring harm to me, especially if it's going to bring harm to my babies, if it's something that I don't believe in, and I don't mean I don't believe in like everything you do has to be exactly like what I do and we have to have the same beliefs in it. Not that. Because I'm sure what I believe in and a lot of my friends, what they believe in is drastically different. But when I say don't believe in, you believe in it's okay, just when I don't believe it is, we got to part ways. You think it's okay to talk down on your fellow brothers and sisters, and I don't think it's okay. We got to part ways. But I don't have to completely lay into you, put my foot in your behind before we part ways. Now, I may have a conversation with you to let you know this is how I feel about what you're doing. If I feel as though it warrants conversation, some things you really just got to walk away, no conversation, no explanation needed. I'm just going to be gone. But there are times when we need to have a conversation about it. Maybe you don't realize that what you're doing is wrong. Maybe you didn't understand that thing you just said to that person over there was hurtful. So I'm going to have a conversation with you. Now, if you want to be a jackass afterwards, then you can be a jackass by yourself and I'll go on about my business. That's perfectly fine. So my mother always taught me, not everybody was meant to go where you were going to go. On the road of life, there are some people who were not meant to be on that road with you. I've dropped off a whole lot of passengers in my lifetime. And trust me, I'm up in age. I have dropped off a lot of passengers in my lifetime. And I've got some people who have rocked with me from 10 years ago, and they're still rocking with me right now. As a matter of fact, there was a couple people who just popped up on this live. I've known them for years. To this day, was still doing anything I could for them. And then there's some people I've known since my childhood and have had to let go of in the last few years, and I'm okay with it. It's life. But you don't have to be hateful while you do it. And on that note, I'm also going to throw this back out here, because if you listen to my podcast at all, you know that I'm big on this. People, let's start supporting our smaller businesses, especially our small Black businesses. They are here struggling, especially with everything that's going on right now. Let's try to show a little bit more support to our small Black businesses. Now, I said this the other day to somebody, and the response was, well, they never have their stuff together. I feel you to a point on that. We also have to be better at having our businesses set up and structured to where they work and run properly. But there is a lot of them that are doing big things and are doing great things. So let's get out there and support those. Every time I possibly can, I do. Every opportunity I get, I'll post them up on my page. If we really support and show love to one another, you will be amazed at what we can accomplish. And I promise you that we can do great things if we would come together and actually do what's right for each other. And you'll find that when you do great things for other people, you start to build that community, you start to build that trust and that love between. Those are the same people who will pour back into you. You got to remember that. Now, today I was going to keep this short because, like I said, I'm actually trying something different where I'm recording my podcast while I'm on live to kind of try it out, see if it works. Because if you know me well, you know I don't like being photographed. I don't like being on camera. I'm not really good with this whole live thing. I don't actually even like my voice being recorded because I don't like the sound of my voice on playback. But that's a personal thing. I'm working through it. I'm good. I'm just going to keep trying at this until I get it down and get it perfected. If you have anything that you want me to talk about, you can always just send me a message, leave a message here. I talk about all kinds of topics, and I typically pull from my own life so that I can help somebody else with the things that I've been through. If you've listened to my podcast at all, I've actually told quite a few things about my background already. Several things that you guys don't know about. All of that will come out because I feel like I'm alive right now when I shouldn't have been. And I mean, there are several times when I should have checked up out of here. And I'm still sitting here because I was meant to use my life to help somebody else with theirs. And with that being said, beautiful people, again, I'm going to cut this short today. Normally I can go on for hours on end, but I'm going to go and spend some time with my babies. And hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And like I said, just be kind, be kind, be blessed, be loving, and know that if nobody else tells you today, I love you. Bye.